What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Obviously, you guys can see on the screen right now there is a new patch for Counter-Strike 2. That is always very, very exciting. We all want CS2 to get to a great place. We want Valve to keep making improvements to the game, and they seem really active. They seem really committed to doing just that. So this is awesome and exciting. We're going to be going over these latest patch notes in this video, but also even more excitingly, we have some potential new content to talk about, including a new knife and maybe even a new case. But first, a word from today's sponsor really quick. Today's video is sponsored by Skins Monkey. This is an automated CS2 trading platform that allows you to turn your skins into some new ones instantly. Select the items that you are looking to get rid of, find some stuff that you think looks cool, and then click on trade items, and they're going to send that new stuff your way. Use code GERM on the site right now to get an up to free $5 bonus when you make a $100 trade or more. Code GERM will also get you an extra 5% deposit bonus on top of the 30% deposit bonus that they already have. Skins Monkey is an awesome site, awesome service. They're going to be linked in the description below. They're going to be the pinned comment. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Let's get into it. Definitely make sure you guys check out Skins Monkey. Definitely use code GERM. Thank you so much to them. But here we go. We have this new patch for CS2. Like I said, they've been updating the game very, very frequently as of late. That is very exciting. We all know that CS2 definitely needs some changes to be made, but they seem committed to doing just that. They seem to be on the right track. So let's see what is going on in this new update. We have some gameplay changes. That sounds good to me. Fix an issue where the player's shadow would sometimes show the incorrect animation state. This is kind of a controversial subject, I think, right now in CS2 because sometimes the shadows are very, very impactful on the match and on rounds and on games where, shadows can really give away a person's exact location, and it's even extra weird in CS2 now with all the new lighting changes and stuff, just how impactful shadows can be, and it is kind of annoying and frustrating, but maybe it's just something we're going to have to get used to. I don't know, but if shadows are going to be such a big part of the game, obviously them showing correct animations and looking correctly is going to be a big thing, so it would even be more weird if they were showing incorrect information. That would not even make sense. So obviously that's a good change, whatever. Weapon switching after releasing the fire button will no longer cancel grenade throws. I don't really know if this is a good change, bad change, whatever, but there it is. They have various animation system optimizations, various minor bug fixes to demo. Playback sounds good. They fixed a bug where starting pistols weren't showing in the pistols tab of the equipment view. Fix an issue where silencers would not be shown on weapons when held by characters in the UI. They have some updates and changes to maps and stuff like that. Overall, this isn't that huge of a patch. Why am I making a whole video about this thing? I think it's a great question. Obviously, all the patches are kind of unique and interesting, and the weird thing about Valve right now is they don't even document their patch notes super well. They have their patch notes, but then they also are seemingly making undocumented changes, maybe on purpose, maybe not, and all these different things. So you never really know. But the big thing that did happen when this patch went live is we can see in this tweet from Gabe Follower here, the latest Counter-Strike update introduced changes to items game.txt file, and devs pushed something interesting into it. Skins for the future Kukri knife. Again, I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't want to just be calling it the Kuk knife if that's not actually how you pronounce it. I don't know if it's Kukri or Kukri or if there's some other weird way to pronounce it or something. I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me out. You guys are going to have to make fun of me for being stupid. I don't really know, but I'm calling it the Kukri for right now. The Kukri knife has purple, tiger orange, Damascus, marble fade, steel, ruby, sapphire, black, pearl, and then Doppler phase 1 through 4. We can take a look at what some of those look like or could potentially look like in game. There's this video from Gemsry Gregory, another word that I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say anything, I guess. He kind of showcases what the Kukri knife either looks like or will likely look like in CS2. It actually looks really good with the lighting in certain instances, I do think. Overall, I think obviously we're down bad right now. We're really, really desperate for new content. So any new content, a new knife, a new skin, new guns, whatever, will be exciting. I don't think this is like some crazy, insane knife. I don't think this is going to compete with like a Talon or a Karambit or a butterfly knife or anything like that. So it kind of sucks in some ways that like the first new knife getting added to CS2 isn't going to be like some insane banger crazy knife, but I also think that this knife is significantly better than some of like the shit tier knives that we have in CS2 right now, some stuff like shadow daggers or like the Navaja knife or whatever. So overall I think this is just like a pretty mid knife. I don't I'm not super excited for it. I don't really care that it's being added to the game that much, except for the fact that I just want some new content. So in that way, I am kind of excited for it. I do think it's probably like a high C tier, maybe mid B tier knife, something like that. I definitely think it can look good with some of these cool finishes, some of these Doppler finishes. I think the Black Pearl looks really sick. I think the Ruby looks sick. I think it's just kind of like a basic standard knife. Again, it's not wowing me. It's not blowing me away, but it's also not like terrible or anything like that either. But this is what it looks like with some of those finishes. I just wanted to show off some of these to you guys because it does seem like we're going to be getting, these like Gen 2 or newer school finishes or whatever on the Kukri knife. Maybe right away, whatever. I don't know. But also with these files being added to the game, obviously that means we're going to be getting it in some kind of case. It's going to be a gold in some kind of case. Now, when are we going to be getting that new case? When are we going to be getting the Kukri knife added to the game? That marble fade looks pretty clean to me too. We don't exactly know for sure. Obviously, there's some people speculating or hoping or wishing it'll be like a Christmas thing. People are going to have a ton of money around the holidays and be looking to spend money. Maybe it'll be a Christmas thing. Maybe it'll be an early 2024 thing. I don't know. But the fact that they're adding some stuff to the game files now, hopefully is a good sign. Hopefully that means we're getting some new stuff soon. I think a lot of people are like at least getting excited, and it's a promising sign. You can see here weapon knife Kukri. This is in some of the files. We also have all the different finishes and stuff here: purple, tiger, Damascus, marble fade, all that stuff in there. That's great. But the even crazier part about what's being added to it and what has people kind of theorizing and wondering even more is this second half of this tweet. New or a remake of an old weapon case. Some of the workshop artists have updated their old skins for CS2, and maybe the devs will re-release the old case with them, and then 2024 service medals, whatever. Don't really care about service medals that much. But what we see here is Crate Community 33. This is obviously talking about a case. Now, is this talking about a new case? Is this just talking about an update to the Revolution case, or whatever? Obviously, we'll talk about that. This is the Revolution case, or at least this is the skins in the Revolution case. You can see here we have the Temucow, we have the headshot. If you look at the Revolution, obviously its reds are the Temucow and the headshot. And then it has some, stuff that maybe you haven't heard of, like the P2K decline, the ump clutch kick, and the op limbo snake. But that is just the duality, the wicked sick, and the wild child. I don't know if that's like code names for them or if that's the names when they were in the community workshop or why they're using different names and stuff. But, this is all names or code names or secondary names or whatever for the items in the Revolution case. Now, originally, and I've recorded this video a couple times because I keep learning new stuff. Originally, I thought that the Revolution case was case number 33. I don't know. I was counting like the cases on one of these websites or whatever, and I thought this was case number 33. But then the reason I'm recording this video right now is I saw this from CS Inspect. They said about the reworked skins in the last CS2 update. New skin from the Revolution case has been reworked, each having new CS2 appended to its item name. That I understood. But my theory at first was that, hey, they're just updating the items from the Revolution case and updating them for CS2. Obviously we had like the old models and the old finishes and all that stuff, and they're going to be getting a fresh look. And to me, that was really exciting. That's awesome. Hey, if the Temucow is going to look even better, the wild or the headshot's going to look even better, maybe it's a good time to buy those items before this, big change to them comes out or whatever. But actually, the Revolution case is set to Community Crate 32. And this new whatever is going on is set to Community Crate 33. So what is going to happen? Is this a new case that is going to be added to the game? And how do we make sense of this? Is this a entirely new crate that is just going to have all the items from the Revolution case inside of it with an updated finish? Like, would that even make sense? Is the Revolution case going to be removed? Does that so is the Revolution case about to like skyrocket in price if it gets removed? Is the Revolution case also going to be in the game? Is there going to be like a Revolution case 2 with the updated finishes and then a Revolution case 1 that's giving the old finishes? Are the items in the Revolution case right now going to just be updated? And this is just going to be a new case replacing the Revolution case? I really don't know. I don't understand. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me right now. I have no idea what's going to happen, and I don't think anyone really knows what's going to happen. There's so many different options and so many different ways this could go. But it seems like at least a possibility we could be getting a new kind of a new case in some capacity. Obviously, people are linking these together a lot too. If we do get a new case, you could have the updated items from the Revolution case with the Kukri knife thrown in there as well, or you could have a whole different case with the Kukri knife put in it. Like I said, I truly have no idea what's going on anymore. To me, it made way more sense when I thought the Revolution case was Community Crate 33, because then I just thought, yeah, they're just updating the items. You know, we're not going to have the old CSGO items in the Revolution case anymore. We're going to have the new updated ones. Awesome, great. But now, since the Revolution case is 32 and this new case is 33, that's all blown out the window. I have no idea what's going on anymore. And I'm so curious. But again, whatever this new crate is, however they're going to implement it, whether it's going to be its own standalone item or just an updated item or whatever, when is it coming out? Is it going to be the end of 2023? Is it going to be early in 2024? What's it going to be named? What are they going to do? Does this also mean we're getting close to, you know, like the fracture case or the snakebite cases being removed from the active duty pool? I don't know. This new information, all this new data really brings up way more questions than answers. But it still is so exciting. And like I said, we're down bad. We're hungry. We're thirsty. We're starving for new content at this point. So even though a case or, you know, whatever is going to happen of just all the Revolution items being updated, that's not that exciting. You know, it's not really new content. I mean, it's kind of fresh. It's kind of different. It's kind of interesting. But it's not really new content, but still at this point, I'll take it because I would take anything at this point. Now, obviously, I want to get a whole brand new case. I want to get a new operation. I want to get a ton of actually new stuff. But if this is how it has to start to at least get us going and at least break the seal of putting something new in CS2, I'll take it. But it does seem like one way or another, we're going to be getting some updated Revolution items into CS2 sooner rather than later. But yeah, I don't really know much more than that at this point. I don't really know what to say, but it does seem like some kind of new case will be coming to CS2 at some point. And I think that's at least exciting. And even though this wasn't the biggest update or patch or whatever in the world, it did bring a ton of changes behind the scenes, a ton of like teasers, spoilers, leaks, whatever. And now we have some stuff to get excited about for the future. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely make sure you check out Skins Monkey. Definitely use code GERM. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.